So is Facebook even a thing in 2021? Well, the reality is Facebook is very much a thing in 2021. Now, it might not be the cool new thing, but it still has billions, and I said billions of active users. And it's not just Facebook.com. It's a family of apps. It's Messenger, it's groups, it's pages, it's profiles. It's so much. And by the way, Facebook owns Instagram as well, and Messenger on Facebook.com and Instagram have now merged together. So there's so much that's integrating with Facebook in 2021. And I'm going to share with you in this episode of the vlog how you can crush it on Facebook in 2021. So Facebook is probably not the platform that you're like, oh, I'm going to crush it on Facebook in 2021. But there are some things you can do that whatever your goals are, that I believe Facebook can probably be your best platform in 2021 and in some ways that you might not be thinking. And so let's get into what I believe to be the keys to success on Facebook in 2021. Now, the first key to success on Facebook in 2021 is to spend money. Now, that's probably not what you expected to hear. Here's how you post content that's going to get people's attention. The reality is, at this point on Facebook, if you're going to effectively invest your time, you need to invest your money as well. And Facebook is the most powerful for the last decade, to be honest, and really probably the last 5 years, because maybe it's Google before that. But the most effective advertising platform that I've been aware of for any organization that I've even slightly worked with, Facebook advertising has been the key to so much of their success. And because Facebook has so much data on us historically and today with all of their various properties, they're able to advertise to us and get so much data on us that they're able to really target in such a unique way who we want to reach as leaders. And so if you want to most effectively use Facebook, you need to probably spend money, and maybe that's all you do. Maybe you just use Facebook ads, but Facebook ads, from story ads to post ads to video ads, that there are so many ad opportunities in very specific targeted ways, and you can measure the effectiveness of your ads so definitively. Even just boosted posts, getting your awareness of your brand in front of people, it's so much value. And you can spend $1 if that's all you want to spend on ads, or you can spend $100,000 on ads every single day. But I believe that if you want to crush it on Facebook in 2021, the most important thing you can do is focus on ads and to spend money. The second thing you need to do when it comes to crushing it on Facebook in 2021 is to listen. To just listen. It makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, I think we often want to get on social media so we can talk, but in any relationship, relationships don't work if you're just talking. Relationships work best when you listen first and then respond. And so when it comes to engaging on Facebook, you need to be listening to what people say. Listen and pay attention to what's trending and what's happening, what people are talking about, people that are following you, what they're saying, how they're responding to your content. You need to focus your time and energy on listening. And as you do that, you're going to learn so much, which is going to help you create better content, which is going to help you create better ads and honestly better use the platform. And so this is social media, and social media is about a relationship. And if we want to have a healthy relationship with those people that are following us or that we're connecting with on Facebook, we need to listen to them. The third thing you need to do if you want to crush it on Facebook in 2021 is diversify your energy across all the platforms. And so understanding that you have a Facebook profile and you might have a Facebook page and you might be engaged, and you probably are engaged in a Facebook group, and you have Messenger, you probably have Messenger. And so those are really kind of the four key platforms on Facebook. If we just kind of lean it into Facebook and not WhatsApp and Instagram and some of their other, and Oculus and some of their other properties out there. And so how are you using your profile to connect with people personally? How are you using your page to connect with people from a front porch, from a awareness standpoint, or brand awareness standpoint? How are you using groups to really build new relationships and connect with people in community? How are you using Messenger to connect with people one-on-one and interact with them? If I were to say there's one platform to focus on, I think it's Messenger in 2021, because I think it's where you're really building the most meaningful relationships when you interact with people one-on-one and invest that energy in those one-to-one relationships. Now, the internet isn't that different from face-to-face. Our best relationships are those that are formed one-to-one. You think about dates. You go on a date to get that one-to-one interaction. And so group interaction is good, one-to-one interaction is best. And so the more you can prioritize those relationships and diversify your energy across all platforms, and what I see too many people doing and leaders doing is focusing on their page, which might have 100,000 or 1 million followers, but it gets really little interaction, and they're just like, what new content can I do? And you know what? Put good energy into your page to create good content to engage that mass audience, but also put personal connections in your profile and community interaction in groups and one-to-one interactions in Messenger. Prioritize those interactions as well. So diversify across all the platforms. All right, this next tip is kind of piggybacking on the last one, and we're going to get a little more tactical here, but it's to prioritize Messenger. Really get to know Messenger. And I'm a big fan of Messenger bots. I use Chat Fuel. I don't get any kickback. Maybe I'll find a way if they've got some kind of affiliate. But I'm a huge fan of Chat Fuel. I think Messenger bots are going to become more and more significant part of everyone's Facebook strategy from a brand or a page engagement standpoint. And so if you haven't tinkered with Messenger bots yet, ManyChat or Chat Fuel are both great tools. We'll have those in the description. And so you want to look at how you can better use Messenger, but don't put this on automate. Put this on utilize the functionality of Messenger, but then also personally connect with people as much as you can. And so see what kind of deep relationships you can form by just being responsive in Messenger. And so think about your email box. If you don't respond to people in your email, people stop interacting with you, and they probably stop buying your product or your service or whatever your engagement is. You don't just start sending emails and not respond to those that you receive. It's two-way communication, and Messenger is an important part of that one-to-one interaction and communication that you want to have with those people in the most meaningful way that are connecting with you on social media. Now, the last tip that I want to share in crushing it on Facebook in 2021, and this is a personal connection, and that's to engage in 3 to 5 Facebook groups. So find 3 to 5 Facebook groups that you can engage in. Maybe one is one that you manage and start, but probably you're just finding groups that exist, and you're not going in there and spamming everyone and telling people to go buy your product or your service. You're going in there building relationships. Maybe you're going in there to learn and to connect with other people. So find 3 to 5 groups around your professional interest and engage with them in that group in a very intentional way. Intentional on building relationships, intentional on adding value, and intentional on connecting personally with these people, not on selling. And so as you think about how you're going to crush on 2021, if you're creating good content, if you're connecting with people personally through your profile, if you got good content on your page, if you are engaging one-to-one in Messenger and you're building new relationships in Facebook groups, I think you're gonna have a great year in 2021, and I think you're gonna maximize your time effectively on this platform. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the vlog. I would love it if you would subscribe, ring the bell to get alerts for all future videos. Leave a comment. I would love to know your thoughts. What other advice, what other tips do you have for people when it comes to connecting on Facebook and maximizing this platform so we can collectively crush it in 2021?